Director of Sports Nutrition here at Texas Children's Hospital. And with the return of school right around the corner, we really need to start to think about what's going to go in the lunchbox. Now, certainly when you take your child to the grocery store, it's Mom, can I have this? Or Daddy, can I have this? But our job as parents is to make sure that great nutrition goes into the lunchbox so great grades can come out on the other end. So what needs to go into your lunchbox? Well, certainly as a registered dietitian and a spokesperson for the American Dietetic Association, we always promote fruits and vegetables. And I know you've heard that before, but the reason is most of the disease prevention, most of the science of what helps to prevent chronic illness, hypertension, for example, or high blood pressure, is the amount of fruits and vegetables that you have. So we want to make sure as a pediatric hospital that we're promoting wellness throughout the life cycle, and certainly the prevention of disease is as close as your dinner plate, and that comes in fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are also the hydration that your child chews. And in South Texas, particularly at the beginning of school, we all know how hot it is. So one of the ways that we help to protect our children against dehydration is to make sure that they have adequate amounts of fruits and vegetables. So when you're packing a lunch, you could have something like an orange or bananas that go in. And you could also think, okay, well, this is kind of hard to keep cold. What other sources of fruits and vegetables could I have? There's a bunch of dried fruit out on the market now that's non-perishable. It doesn't squish. And so maybe you want to put some dried cranberries or blueberries or cherries in the lunch occasionally to kind of mix it up, along with the traditional apples and oranges. So when you're thinking about packing that lunchbox, think about half of what you're putting in there should be fruits or vegetables. So it could be apples and oranges, it could be baby carrots. Certainly there are a lot of children who will eat raw broccoli if there's a little dip associated with it. So now you can send some low-fat ranch dressing with it. And then some source of protein. But be creative. It could certainly be the traditional peanut butter and jelly. But if your child likes peanut butter, maybe they would like another nut butter like almond or sunflower nut butter. There's lots of different things on your grocery store shelf. Make sure, along with that sandwich, that you think about things that are lean. So something like a great turkey sandwich or a lean ham sandwich or lean roast beef, making sure that you can keep that cold. You can also pack little cans of tuna fish if your child likes tuna. When you think about the grain that goes in your lunchbox, think whole means 100%. Whole is what you want your child to have. So 100% whole wheat cracker or 100% whole wheat bread is always going to be preferred. Keep in mind, sometimes good nutrition and pediatrics are kind of hard to get them to match. Sometimes what's really great for kids, they don't like. So maybe what you need to do is gradually introduce that whole grain and start out with maybe something like a honey wheat bread or something that's a partial grain, whole grain, but not as chewy or robust as a 100% whole wheat bread might be. So you got your fruits and vegetables, you've got your protein and grain, but please include in that lunchbox water or low-fat milk. Although Gatorade and Powerade are great products for when your child is on the field, they're not lunchtime beverages, nor are soft drinks. So we always would promote water or low-fat milk as two things that need to go into that power lunch for your child to make sure that they can perform. We know that most children don't get enough dairy in their diet, and making sure that you've got maybe either a juice box of milk or a yogurt that you're keeping cold, and that becomes your dairy product. But think about the whole meal when you're putting that lunch together. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, some lean source of protein, and low-fat dairy. Now certainly every once in a while you can throw in a small oatmeal raisin cookie or some kind of dessert, but we really want to make those once in a while or special occasion treats. And for Texas Children's Hospital, I'm Roberta Anding, Director of Sports